PhotoVoice is a child's story. It's a story of strength and resilience. PhotoVoice is a platform to tell a story. PhotoVoice is a sequence of events told by the author through the lens of life.
When I got my camera, I started to take pictures.
My art actually might be good for this, so I started taking pictures of things I drew.
The reason I did my best friend because he's more my brother.
Well, when I got my camera, I kind of just went all off it. Took pictures of pretty much everything, stuff that helps me get through my hard times.
Well, the whole main idea of my project was to express how I feel about my life and what's happened to me and why I've done what I've done.
When I thought PhotoVoice, I thought it was just going to be a little project that I would always have, but it's a way to tell people your story. Everybody has a voice.
Those pictures were the good times I've had, well, the good times I'm having right now, and how I'm on a farm, and how I'm doing much better than I was doing before.
I took something that happened in 6 months and made it into something, I made it into a little slideshow that happens in 4 minutes. So
art to me is a way to express yourself. It's, if you're feeling sad or happy or nervous, it shows in your artwork.
I kind of start drawing. I don't really know what I'm going to draw at first, but it comes to me while I'm drawing it. It kind of forms itself, really. And as I'm drawing it, I realize that the detail in it and everything is just coming together by itself, and afterwards I'm very impressed what I did. You know, as a kid, even as a kid, it's probably something special in your life that you say, oh wow, a train, but once you get older that kind of fades, but a little bit kind of stays with you a little bit on it. It's kind of like turning it into a different world, really. I mean, you have your color world and then you have the negative of that. It's kind of like a different setting, almost like another dimension. I actually got to discover the Picasso thing and edit my own drawings, and that was really fun, but actually to go out and take some pictures was really fun. I could actually see myself going to a career with photography.
I just wanted to run away to a different place, anywhere but home and anywhere I was. I just wanted to leave and go somewhere safe. Me and my friends were together and we were just hanging out, so we found these balloons and we took a picture of it. The picture was to symbolize that I was finally saying, okay, I'm gonna reach out for help and I'm gonna reach to other people to help instead of pushing them away like I did. Well, when I first started trying to make myself better, like I said, I tried to cover up and try to put things on to make me feel prettier, but it wasn't really working because then I just felt like I was just covering myself up. I realized that I didn't need all that to be pretty anymore. I just needed to be myself, and I didn't need all the makeup or jewelry to enhance my image. My two friends, they helped me a lot. They've been the emotional support, and they always told me how pretty I was, and they always encouraged me throughout.
Nobody in the world is alone. If you're struggling like I was with the whole bullying issue.
People used to make fun of me a lot, and my family, and just people at school too. I don't know, they'd call me names, and it kind of I was really bullied when I was younger.
Growing up, I never really fit in. I was always the oddball. Everybody said that because I was adopted that nobody loved me and that I needed to go die. So basically I grew up with nobody wanting me, and I always felt excluded from it. Every time you bully somebody, they always think about suicide. It's not fair to them because you don't like them or you don't like the way they look. Everybody deserves to have a happy life. There is somebody out there who always loves you and will always have your back. Everybody has fun in their life, so I just wanted to incorporate that everybody finds it. Even if their life seems depressed, to me, you could always find a loophole.
Substance abuse not only affects the child, but family members as well.
Throughout the family, we've had trouble with alcohol and smoking problems.
When I was 8 years old, my friends used to smoke weed, and we used to just skip, and we used to just like do whatever we want and just not care about it. Like, me and my friends got arrested before.
I didn't know like a lot of people, except for a few friends, but I wasn't really that close to them because in 8th grade I was like really quiet, and I stayed to myself. But I started to get along with like a lot of people, and some of them weren't the right people.
The cop was like, I have to take you in right now because you just cursed us out and we have to do something about it. I'm like, okay, but just don't tell my mom.
And I started to turn towards bad things. Like I wouldn't tell my mom anything. I became like very quiet. I separated myself from my family, a lot of my friends, and I started doing gasoline. I started huffing gasoline because that was the quickest thing to get to. Like, and I had no other way of like letting out my emotions except for crying. But that gets old after a while of crying, constant crying. So I turned towards drugs and pills, popping all these pills and stuff. And but gasoline was the worst thing like I could have ever done. It was an easy high and it was a really quick high, so I took that. It was before school, it was after school, it was anytime my mom got me frustrated, I went out to the garage and I started huffing gasoline. I decided like after that, since like I thought it was my own fault, I didn't tell anyone anything. So me and my parents started getting a lot of fights because I didn't want to tell them what was going on. So I became very defiant and I didn't listen to them. And my friend at school, she goes, Crystal, she's like, you look like a zombie. Like, I was like, drugs was never my main thing. I mean, I never really thought about doing those. I mean, I remember when I was little and they used to show us like slides and like videos of, it was actually when I was in elementary school, middle school, they would like show us like videos of these kids doing drugs and stuff, and I'm like, I will never do that. And all of a sudden I'm in that situation like, oh my God. Actually, after Beacon and after coming home, everything started getting a lot better, and I stopped talking to a lot of the people. I mean, I saw them in the hallway, like a lot of the people I used to be involved with, but I started to separate myself again, but not in a bad way, in a good way this time. I became friends with like the smarter kids. Like I had like a better choice in friends, I guess, and I was a lot happier. And I ended up actually telling my mom what happened, and she was like, she started crying. She couldn't believe it. My family and I, like, we started to get closer again. We were happier.
Many families we service are dealing with another issue, a loss of a loved one. Some of our children withdraw acting out at home, school, and in the community.
My artwork represents my life. Like, butterflies are always in my artwork, and that represents my grandma. My grandma used to always call me her butterfly. So when she passed away, it was kind of hard on me. And now every piece of art I have, most likely will have a butterfly in it. She was the most important thing in the world to me, so I try to I try to do stuff every day that reminds me of her just because of that. And since she died, I've been going through a tough time. So just even doing something that we used to do together makes me happy. I think me representing my grandma, I think everybody should represent the person they loved if they passed away. I think they should include them in their everyday life. It'll make them happier. Love is never ending. Even if somebody dies, you still have that love for them, and it carries out through your whole life, and it shows that you love them because you always talk about them and you have happy memories with them.
Many of the children we service experience academic and attendance issues. Problems at home or in the community fuel these issues. It is vital to work with these children to improve their grades and attendance in the educational setting.
Everything I see, I would break it, and I wouldn't really care because it's not my stuff. I didn't pay for it, so I would just like feel guilty about myself. Like, yo, I just built this. I have to pay for it now because it came out from somebody else's pocket. But I didn't really care because I just like everything I saw, I had to break it because my anger was so bad. I just had to change. And my mom, she went through a lot in her life. So I'm like, yeah, see, like I can't do this no more. So yeah, I'm trying my best. I was so bad, my mom got so tired of it. So she found out about Kids Oneida. She put me on it. I started off with a behavior manager, and that was Mr. James. So I tell him everything because, like, for me and him, he's like a friend. He treats me like a friend. He doesn't treat me like a child that he just worked with. Like, he would talk about stuff with me, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing right. He would tell me the wrong stuff that I'm doing in life, how I had to change. When I was 8 years old, I started writing music, lyrics, and it inspired me to do more stuff in life. It helps me. So, like, I'm a love writer. I like writing love songs, nothing else further. Just like something about love songs, it just helps me in life. Cause like, I'm the romantic boy. I'm the cute one in life. And like when I play the piano, it just something comes to me, and I just don't want to stop. So like people always come by and still like I'm in the music room. I play the piano, I sing the songs, and people would just inspire me to just do more and more because they just like my singing voice, and they'd be like, "Good job. You're working towards something you really can have in life." And I'll always be like, yeah, but I just have to do better with my mom and with everybody else. Just have to do better in life and not be with the wrong people. I have a big life in the future I want, and I want to be in college for 7 years and be an ocean biologist. And the way to get me there is not skipping classes and just following the rules and doing my work and everything else. Where did I picture myself in 10 years? Being famous, having the life, living my life, just having a good time. You hear me? The females all around me, marry, children. Actually not no children yet. That's in 10 years. I'd still be in college. But yeah, having, just trying to find that person in my life to be with.
I got my camera. I took pictures of like my school, family, my friends, sports.
I like doing sports with other people because they show me if I do anything wrong. I always like taking a footstep forward and a few steps back. So sports basically just helps me because it gets my mind off everything, worry about playing the game, not worrying about other things that are going on in life.
I like to write a lot. I would make my own journals. I would write my own poems and write my diaries. And
I just like a lot of colors, so my artwork is always colorful.
Like stuff that I can do on my own time that calms me down and gets me away from all the negative situations in life.
The way I'm in track, mainly sports, they calm me down, try to keep focused, and they keep trying. My coaches help me. And fishing is like relaxing on a boat, casting line, and trying to catch fish. Like the sounds and just peaceful when no one's around you. I like trucks and cars because I grew up making models, and my anger gets really upset, then I go listen to my music, like Carrie Underwood or country, and calms me down.
I was always aggressive, so when I came to Kids Oneida, they taught me how to cope with skills so that I was able to go out into the community. And I think that the aggressiveness that I had before has just gone away.
The Positive Space Award was for me doing my artwork, and it was nice to show how creative and artistic I am. My 3 awards were Caring and Kindness, Highest Average, and Teacher's Pet, I call it, but it's really near perfect attendance. And I got those for being caringness and kindness to other students, working extra hard just to keep my average up. And my goal is to get it higher up than last time.
Well, there's kids at my school that come to school and disrespect all the teachers, but that's not the teachers' fault. I'm not blaming the kids, because I know some kids out of my school probably have their issues at home like I do, but they should have a certain kind of counseling. And the teachers at school, I just want to thank them, because they're dealing with me when I was acting up too. And when I was acting up, I never used to think of the bigger picture. I want to graduate and go to Paul Smith, so I got to follow that goal and stop messing up in school.
My teachers helped me a lot to get through it, high school, and then graduate. That makes me a lot better than getting upset and trying to quit school. I took pictures of a sports team called the Harlem Globetrotters, and they inspire me to do your best.
There's been life skills that teach me my independent living. I've done the Saturday groups. Before the supportive work came, there was the Proctor Park group that we went to every Saturday, and then it went to folding envelope for missing and exploiting children. It felt good to know that I was helping people find children. Different pictures symbolize for different feelings I've had, and how just what type of systems I've been through, and how I fought the system and stuff like that. We green them, we hate them. Sometimes we have to help them give birth. Ugh, disgusting sighting. At times we have to take them into the house, let them roam around the house, but we always take care of them and watch them. Enjoy working with animals because it's one of my hobbies. It's one of my best fortes that I can do.
This picture was my friend Alex, who always makes me laugh and is always there for me. He's like the goofiest person on earth.
My best friend helps me when I get upset, and talks to me a lot, and tells me it'll be better.
My friends that really encouraged me were my friend Kristen and Brigida. They were there for me. PhotoVoice, to me it means that it's a message that everyone should look to, because it's really important. It's other people trying to tell you of their story, and it's an encouragement for others to know that they have other people going through the same things.
The program was pretty fun to mess around with tons of pictures. It's kind of weird where you had to do tons of graphics to it, but I got a hang of it the second time.
I was in Kids Oneida for 2 years now, and I never thought that I would have the opportunity to go to college. And now, thanks to them, I'm already scheduled to go to college in the summer.
And now, to this day, I have really good providers that actually take time out of their day to come see me in school.
It was actually kind of fun. Other kids doing their projects, me doing mine. the staff that actually helped me out.
It just makes me feel a lot better about myself. It helped me realize like the potential I have, and it just made me happy to be able to share my life.
Working with the group was fun, you know, plus the food. That was the best part.
What I want to do in 10 years, go to college at Atlanta Technology, be a cook.
In 10 years, I see myself as a forensic psychologist.
Someday in life, I think I'm going to reach my goals and actually accomplish stuff that I've never accomplished before. So what I mean by the check flag is someday I'm going to cross that line by doing what I had to do in life, get everything accomplished.